tiger on the prowl. I'ma make it go wow. I'm original, and I told you so. I'm a kid in the candy store with the leather on the denim. I ain't the cure, I'm the venom. If you wanna find me, find the taillight. Something's coming in, you're gonna wanna take a red eye. It's time to go. It's time to go. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink, don't blink. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink, don't blink. I don't wait for nobody. I'm a summer name on the dotty. City lights call my name, drawn to the flame, and I'm feeling kinda naughty. I hit the ground running, step out the door and I'm stunning. Better hold tight cause you know what's going down. I'm setting the pace cause this is my town. So get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink, don't blink. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink, don't blink. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink, don't blink. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink, don't blink.
Good Wednesday, Thursday, whatever day it is that you're tuning in. I hope it's good. This is Discord for Creators. I'm Keely Dunn, and I need to change the timing of my warm-up scene. You know, it's an evolving process. We've all been through this, and we practice it, and we think, yeah, got this. And then, oh, yeah, not so much. So thanks for tuning in. It's really nice to see some friendly faces already in the comments. I'll come back and say hi to you in just a second. But I wanted to, first of all, let you know that if you haven't yet joined the Discord for Creators server, I would invite you cordially, into the server, discordforcreators.com/DS. I think everybody I see who's commented already is there, but you're watching the replay. You're saying, what's happening here? This is the place to go. This is where the home of DFC DJs and all the gang are going to be, and where I will be doing membership activities. So that is the place to be. Today, we are going to talk all about text channels. How do you get into them? How do you use them? How do you react? How do you read? How do you edit? How do you post? How do you use keyboard shortcuts? There are so many keyboard shortcuts, you guys. As I was prepping for this, I would at all the ones that I learned. And I know a few. I know a couple, just a couple. But there were about, I don't know, 300 million more that I picked up on. So I'm gonna touch on a few of them today, but just like any software tool, keyboard shortcuts are something that you need to add as you go. It's kind of like you're stirring a pot. You're making a recipe and you put a little seasoning in, you go, oh yeah, you know, it just needs a little more salt, and you learn another keyboard shortcut. You throw that in there. Do a little more stirring. You get used to it. Everything gets mixed around. You get more experience with the software. All right, we're ready. Ready for a little more salt. Okay, so don't go too heavy with them first, unless, you know, you're like Sammy Superstar and you can pick things up just like that. Awesome sauce. But we will talk about some keyboard shortcuts and how to add files and do fun things like that. So I hope there's a few new things. It is going to be a demo of lots of features. So, hey, maybe you're an old hand. Maybe there is going to be something new for you here. There certainly was for me. So I'm glad you're joining me today. Let's see. I'm going to say hi to the good folks who jumped in. Mr. Sammy Superstar, very warm welcome to you. It is great to have you around. Nice to see you back in action with all the gang and on all the live streams. Please! That's all caps with a few exclamation marks. Please! I'm glad you're here. Moderator extraordinaire. There she is. D, thanks for coming in. I know. Do you think it'll last till Saturday? I don't think it will. I don't think it will. It's going to be gone. It's going to be greasy, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yes, you have been. There you go. Motivated Minds. Hi, welcome. I don't think I've had the pleasure, so feel free, if you're comfortable, to introduce yourself a little bit to the gang. It's really nice to have somebody that is kind of random for me. Actually, I probably know exactly who you are, and I've just forgotten because 2 live streams in a day, it will do that to a person. And Mr. Phoner is here. Thank you for joining in, Joel. I appreciate it. And let's get to some of the content, okay? Because yeah, we got stuff to learn. We have stuff to learn. Okay, but before we get into that, I just want to do a little review of something that it seems it's an important thing to cover for those of us who are newer to Discord and aren't quite sure how to navigate in. Last week and the time before, I talked about accounts, and I talked about how important it was to only have one account to rule them all. Don't chuck it into Mordor. Just have your one account. And when you use Discord, think of it just like Facebook. You have one account in Facebook. It's you. It's your identity. And no matter whether you're DMing your friends, or you're in the Ecamm Live beta group, or you're in the Silver Lining Home Place Facebook group, doesn't matter what group you're in, you're still you. And you're still under that account. That is exactly how Discord is. So make sure when you are logging in to the service and you're saying, okay, I want to go see Doc's server, don't click on the invite. Nay, do not do that. If you want to use the browser, you're going to want to go to, of course, a blank screen. You're going to want to go to discord.com in your browser window, or even better yet, open up the app. Log in with your one account. Now, if you're having problems with that account, then it's time to look at your passwords. It's time to maybe contact Discord support and get their help with that. But if you establish a new account, you're going to get lost. And I don't mean that you won't know where to go, but you will lose your access to a whole bunch of things. So make sure you have your one account to rule them all. Okay. Thanks for that little public service announcement. Now you know. I need that GIF to flash across the screen when we do that. Okay. Let's get into a few things because there's a lot. There's a lot going on. Okay. We're going to get into the text channels and get into them via server organization. So Discord is arranged. Let me make sure I'm actually in my window and not in the Ecamm window. Discord is arranged as one big entity with a whole bunch of servers that you may be a member of. You can see that I've gotten a little bit busy. I'm in a few places. There's a few spots opening up here, and in order to access the content of a Discord server, you're going to go in or into a Discord. You're going to go in through the servers. Okay, so I have a developer server open here. It's just very, very sparse. It's got the bare bones and things like that. And I'm going to show you that there are, you can see these larger categories, and that's what they're called, categories, under which you may see a number of channels. Okay, we've got welcome here, we've got announcements, we've got general, and here's another category here, voice channels, and you can see there's and that's a category called voice channels, and there's a voice channel underneath it called general. And you'll see there's a different icon involved. That speaker icon indicates that that is a special voice channel. Now, I mentioned it before, voice channels are misnamed. They should not be called voice channels. They should be called Awesome Sauce Can Do freaking everything, including video channels. But I don't know, maybe that was too long to type. So they're called voice channels. You can use audio only as you could in, say, Zoom or Teams or WhatsApp or something like that, but you can also use your video. We're not going to go into the voice channels today. We're going to focus today just on the text channels because there's so much goodness involved in these bad boys. So the text channels, as you can see, have the hashtag in front of them, and you know you're going to be in there to type. Okay? If you're looking for different channels in different servers, there's lots of ways you can navigate around. And I just wanted to do this briefly because you might have your Discord server open or your Discord app. I need to use proper language. You may have your app or your browser open so that you can see what Discord is doing while I'm going through this little demonstrative demonstration. And you will want to know how you get through your various servers. Now, if you're using your trackpad, your mouse, your device of choice there, then obviously clicking on the next server is going to be the one that helps you get to where you are going. Oh, look, who's that? Big Vale, it's me. But you can use keyboard shortcuts to navigate around these things. So one of the ways that I like to jump around, the very first one is using Command K. And that is your go anywhere, find anything, search for anybody sort of jam. Okay? It'll ask you, where would you like to go? I don't know where I want to go. And it's got the last channel that you were active in or that you were looking in. It's got some drafts, and it's got all kinds of other little places where you can investigate. So you could start searching. You could start searching and say, well, I'm looking for general. And then you're going to see all of the general text channels that you have and all of the various servers of which you are a member. So maybe not that. Maybe that's one of the tougher ones. You can also search for people if you're looking for a DM. So, let's see. I don't want to necessarily search for anybody because you never know what's going to pop up in a DM. DMs are private, and that's the thing. That's the way it goes. But let's say I wanted to go message Dina. I could start typing her name, and that will, and my message thread with her will pop up. Okay. You can also navigate between servers by using a keyboard shortcut to go up and down. Option Command up down. Option Command up down. Okay, this is to explain it and do it at the same time is fun. But Option Command up or down will jump to the next server. Okay, which is a pretty cool shortcut to be able to use. Up and down. Now, if that seems cool to you, but hey, you want to go investigate some different channels in there, you can then start either just clicking in the text channels and say, okay, I want to go to the announcements. I want to go to the welcome. Look, I needed some positive affirmation today. It's been a bit of one of those, so I decided to give myself my own GIF. I actually clicked this by accident. I didn't mean it. You guys know me. That ain't my jam. So you can be clicking in those different channels, or you can option up down to navigate through your different channels. So option up down will navigate into the different channels. Now, I am clicking down over and over again. So it's scrolling through just the channels of the server that I'm in, and it's not going into the voice channel. So this doesn't work to join you into a voice session. So just keep that in mind, which is pretty cool. Okay. Oh, motivated minds. Okay, now I know. Hi. Hi, Carlos. See, I knew who you were, but you're just coming in under another channel. So good to see you, friend. Very happy to have you. Okay, so those are some navigation tricks in there. And then the way that it looks on an iPhone, I've decided that a lot of you are actually using Discord on mobile. I don't know where you're going. Like where's your life? How is it that you get to go out places? I don't know what that is. But the Discord interface will allow you, as you can see, you've got the server buttons down the side that you just click on, and then you just click into your text channels, and you can start to boogie. Okay. There are a couple other shortcuts to jump to unreads. Okay, and this is the first shortcut that I hit because I was like, I just want to go to the next thing that I haven't read in all of my servers, and that is right here, Shift Option Up Down. Okay, so just to go to different servers, we had Option Command Up Down. Okay, so now instead of Option Command, it's Shift Option Up Down, or Option Shift. I mean, I'm not telling you which order to click things in. Just as long as you got them all pressed at the same time, you're gonna get there. Okay, so I'm gonna just very delicately, I've got to have Discord active in order for any of the keyboard shortcuts to work. And I'm gonna Shift Option to go up, and of course I would pop into a Wordle thread. Oh, you guys. I hope this isn't a spoiler for anybody. Whatever's happening here, I don't know what it is. I have no idea what, I don't Wordle. I don't have time for that. So hopefully I didn't wreck anything for you. But yes, there is a Wordle thread, a sub-thread in my off-topic channel because I got some squirrels. I got some squirrels in the old FH Empire server. Super fun. Okay. I just can't believe it's like random. What's gonna happen when I go into my own server? Oh, look, it's Wordle. And then one of the last things that you can do to sort of clean up your view is you can use a really convenient channel and category, expand all channels or hide all channels. And that is, oh, not that one. I didn't make a shortcut for this one or overlay for this, but Command Shift A. That's what I'm pressing. Why? I had to look at my notes to see what my fingers were doing. I don't understand myself. And you can see that presto, all of a sudden I have a nice overview of all of the categories. So if you're in a really busy server, like mine is, using Command Shift A will expand all of the channels that are available to you, which may not be all of the ones that are actually in that server, but just the ones that your role allows you to access. Pressing Command Shift A again will collapse them, so it might be easier for you to see things that you're looking for. Now you can see that the Wordle game is still active. It can't collapse the thing that you're in, because then you would be lost in space. You'd be trapped in a wormhole. You'd say, oh, I don't know where I'm going. Okay, none of us want that. So there you go. Some ways to navigate around and to find the text channels that we're now going to jump into and have some fun with. All right. Let's go. Reading stuff. Okay. This is nice and easy. Oh, I can see that I'm going to see if I can make this bigger, but this is one of the problems that sometimes we run into with. Yeah, it's going to do that. If there are any Ecamm people who have a quick word of recommendation for me so that I can get my text bar up. I think I need to change this to not a display overlay. That works for me. Okay, got it. See, solving problems, running the world. Okay. This area down here is referred to in Discord parlance as the text bar. Now, what's happening is I'm trying to zoom and I'm trying to show you things, zoom in and show you the mouse halo, but as soon as I use the application instead of the display as my overlay, Pro Mouse doesn't work anymore. So we're gonna have to work with that, and I'm gonna have to ignore the fact that I've got cool tools available. Now, this is my little test server, so I can do all kinds of things in here and not worry about blowing anything up. But obviously, as you're in here and you are typing away, this is going to be the easiest thing. You guys all know this. This is Facebook, this is Instagram, this is every app that's out there. And that's exactly what I want you to think of. Whatever you would expect to work in Facebook, Twitter, I shouldn't say Twitter, WhatsApp, any of those communication messaging apps, expect it to work that way in Discord, and you're probably right. I'm not saying it's a universally true, but this is something that might help you get over the hump if you're looking at this dialogue and going, what? Because when you look at it, especially when it's here in dark mode, and remember I showed you last week, I need to get this dialogue out of the way. I showed you last week how you could go in and you could change your appearance. So if you, it's like turning the lights on. This is what everybody says about Discord. It's like light mode is blazing in your face. So if this looks more pleasing to your eyeballs and looks more friendly, then do it. Put it in light mode. And I found it just to look a little less gamer-like. And just changed my mindset a little bit so I was more receptive to learning about how to navigate and apply everything. Okay? So the texting stuff, super easy. Return posts the message. And when I first started out and I was like, oh, I want to write many, many lines of text, of course, I would start, this is my first line, this is my second line. Now, because nobody else is typing in here and I'm typing these in pretty quick order, it's going to, it's just going to line them up as if it's the same message, but it's not the same message. And I can show you why, because you can see there's actually a tiny little, can you see this timestamp? If I hover on it properly, you can see it. There's a timestamp of when it was posted to the minute. Okay, so these are all different, and I can right click and you can see there's a highlight bar that has highlighted just that message. So anything I do, like roll on the floor laughing at my own testing message, is going to apply just to that message. So if I go back down here and I go into my, this is my second line. Okay, we're still in the same because there's nobody else texting here. Now you might say, but Keely, oh my God, look at all your mistakes. Look at what you did. I don't have to say, edit, this is my, which is what you'd have to do on Twitter or Facebook Messenger. Haha, Discord does this better. You can edit. So I have right-clicked on this message, and actually I'll right-click on the one that I want to correct, and look, I've got an edit message box that I can creep up. Now you might also see, oh, Keely, what's that delicate red squiggle? I don't know, can I? Nope, as soon as I zoom, it zooms my other display, not this display. There's a little red squiggle right under here. That is Discord's built-in spell check. 2018, they installed a spell check, and it's pretty good. It's as good as, you know, most. And it's giving me some suggestions right here. I'm icy, in my opinion. I don't know. This, my, and you know what it's like when you've got two words jumbled together. It doesn't know which one it's picking. Okay, I might do that here in this. Oh, so once I've edited this line, it's gonna ask me, am I gonna escape to cancel my edits, or I'm gonna enter to save? Enter to save. Nice and easy. Okay, and then you can see there's a little bar, or a little edited in lighter gray text behind the message to indicate that it has been edited, which helps people if they say, wait, that's not what I read 2 minutes ago. Keely absolutely messed that up. Now it's fixed. That's the sign. And that's just some nice transparency. It also gives you the timestamp of when it was edited. So you can tell if somebody fixed it right away, or if, you know, D DM'd me and said, Keely, your words are atrocious, you need to fix that. I can then come in here and get that fixed. Okay, so the spell check, right click, and you'll see there's even add to dictionary. If you don't like spell check, if you're like, I don't need your help, Discord, you're not the boss of me, you can turn it off with this arrow, this check box right here. Okay, and now the suggestions are gone. I happen to like it, so I'm going to turn it on. Okay, there's a few other. I don't know why you would right-click mouse onto a word and then mouse copy, but you could. You could. But it also shows you the standard Mac shortcuts. Command C, Command X, Command V all work and use them beautifully. You can add a send message button, and I don't know if you can see my cursor is rotating around it just over in the bottom right hand corner of the text box. Oh, that is so dope. I just noticed something new. Can you see that every time I hover on the emoji, it gives me a different one by default? It's like a miracle. How did that happen? Okay. But then you do have a send button that you can use. For me, not interested. If the return button is there, that is just fine. Okay. So there we go. We can edit. But did you know that you can edit without your mouse? Okay. By pressing the tab button. Okay. I have pressed, wait, escape. And now I've pressed my emergency key. You can't have so many things going at once, Keely. And now you're talking to yourself in the third person. You're definitely going crazy. Using the tab button, you highlight, you now have a border line around the text bar. From there, you can start keying to a whole bunch of things. So if I have tabbed to open the highlight around the text bar, I can tab again, and you can see that I'm starting to highlight a whole bunch of elements around my Discord app. Okay, which is fantastic. I can open up the search, I can open up pinned messages, I can open up threads, I can open up my user settings, very handy, although you can command comma, just like you can in every other Mac application, command comma to get to your user settings, aka system preferences in Discord. Okay, so those options are all there. Now, I want to get up to, this is my first line message because it's a hot mess. If I press tab and then I start pressing the arrow key, you can now see that I am scrolling up through every message that's in the active window. Once I get to the message that I'm so upset at, I'm going to press E. Suddenly I can edit without using my mouse or my trackpad whatsoever. Enter, boom, sends me back to the text bar. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I have to admit, I'm a pretty heavy trackpad mouse user in a lot of situations until I can learn the keyboard shortcuts. And then I'm like, why did I ever do all that mousing? That was really crazy. So if you pick up one keyboard shortcut today, this might be the one that's the most useful for you. It's tab and start arrowing. Okay. I'm going to check in with the comments just to make sure there aren't any questions. People say, whoa, Keely, stop. What was that thing that you just said? Let me go have a look. Thank you. I mean, we're not even into the Discord server process. We're just in the user process right now. I mean, I'm just saying, things are going to get even better and more interesting. Starting on Saturday. Yes, indeed. So, this might be a link that we should have put up, D. I am doing a 3-part takeover. I'm doing a 3-part takeover of Doc's Let's Get Live streams starting Saturday, March 12th at his usual time. That might be 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, 9 o'clock GMT. I don't know, like 2100 GMT. Who knows? Who knows? Somebody else can figure that out for me right now. See, I did it. No, somebody else with more cognitive freeload. I would love your assistance with that. There we go. Hey Siri, turn on shooting. Didn't work. That's not happened to me before, where all the lights go weird because my automatic evening thing comes on. Forget it. We're fine. So, no, I'm overexposed. It's gonna drive me crazy. We're all friends here, right? And plus, I should do this while I don't have my phone up. There we go. And scenes and okay. There we go. Oh, that's fun. I'll just turn it off. Hi. Okay, did I mention that I was taking over Doc's live streams and it's not going to be like this? Yes. Saturday, March 12th, and whatever the Tuesday is, and then Saturday, March 19th. We're going to do a 3-part series on the actual server side of Discord. Okay, so these are the user tutorials. We're going to talk about server side. I'm going to have a very special surprise guest on Saturday to show a new server that's just getting going, and we're going to walk through some of the decisions that that special guest is making and do a few little brush ups and talk a little bit of strategy. Tuesday, I'm going to be interviewed by somebody else really super fun that you may know about how to set up memberships on your Discord server. And then Saturday, look, it's so much of a surprise, I'm not even going to tell you anything about it. So that's coming up. Who knows? You right-click copy all the time. There you go. So that's news. Mr. Perry, tip of the hat to you. Great to see you. Ooh. iPhone, when you're somewhere else on the computer but need to check Discord or supposedly watching a movie. Yes, okay, there you go. With it, that's a good reason to use your mobile. I got that. You right-click copy all the time. Okay, yeah. You're right. You're right. Very normal. There you go. Excellent. I am highly accountable to myself then. That's the good news. Oh, right? Silver lining whole place. What was your mind blown at? I mean, it's all mind blowing. But there you go. Okay. Oh, it's going to be really fun. It's going to be really fun and a great way to stretch my legs. And I hope that you're all going to come by just to give me a little cheers, because it's a deal. It's a deal. Okay. Where were we? We were editing text. We were looking at text. We were keyboarding through text. Okay. You're going to love this. In addition to, I've now made this active. I'm scrolling through. You can edit, again, like I said, by pressing E. You know what else you can do? You could reply. Okay, so I'm going to text. I'm going to reply to myself because I'm insane. And you have replied to your message. Now, if you weren't using the keyboard shortcuts, you could go and highlight with your mouse the message that you want to reply to, right click, and then you could hit reply here. That's how I usually do it. but not after today. No, because I have mastered the tab and the arrows, and I am going to be replying like this from now on. Okay, that's super fun. Let's see what else have I forgotten. Okay. Do. Command. Oh, I've got it all. Right. Okay, what if you want to delete one of these messages? Okay, I'm going to tab. I'm going to come up, and you know what button I pressed? Bizarrely enough, delete. I can then hit return. Boom, deleted. I love these shortcuts. And I'm starting to realize why people on Discord can move so quickly through their chats, because they're using these keyboard shortcuts. Okay, I've got another message highlighted. Okay, we can edit, we can reply, we can delete. Can we react? Yeah, we can. Plus, you hit the plus sign, friends, because you're adding to the message. You're reacting to it, and boom, you've got all the emojis. You've got all of the standards. You've got emojis that come from the different servers you're on, like say Shelly Saves the Day. I'm gonna react with one of her special emojis. What is this? I don't even know. It's a dog. It's a dog, friends. And it works. So that can be another way. I'm going to, whoops, I'm not going to edit it. No, because I'm thinking edit emoji. That's not what I'm doing. If you have any text in your text bar, okay, and you hit tab, you're not going to be able to scroll out of it. The up and down buttons will not work anymore. So if you press tab and you're like, why can't I get to the other message? It's because you already got stuff to address. But as soon as you get rid of that text, haha, you can mouse, you can tap, you can up, down arrow to get out of it. Okay, so again, plus sign, you can see there are many frequently used emojis. I accidentally entered. You know what? I might think on this, dog isn't enough. I need to add more to this. I'm not confined to one emoji reaction like you are on, say, Facebook Messenger. Oh no. I can add a maple leaf. So if you are a very expressive person and maybe that message had a lot of nuance and you're not sure exactly how you feel, but you have many feelings, use many emojis and get your point across, all with tiny little pictures. It's really dope. It's really dope. There you go. I'm just reading the comments here. I got a little distracted. And Carlos is telling me that I should be doing this while I'm on a paddleboard. Sir, I kayak. I don't paddleboard. And could I do this on a paddleboard? Yes, I could. I could do it on my iPhone on a kayak. I think so. Canadian Whistle Lady emojis. Yes, I have my own emojis that I've made in my FH Umpire server. And when we get into server ownership and usage, this is one of the things that we'll talk about. But as a user, you have access to all these other emojis as well, if friends, you have Discord Nitro. So if you're a user and you don't have Nitro and you're like, oh, but I want to use this great animated whistle GIF from FH Umpire's server. Actually, you wouldn't be able to do that because it's locked only to me. I'm the only one who gets to use it. But let's say you want to use this animated T-Rex. Is he going anymore? Oh, there he is. Now he's roaring. I was worried he wasn't roaring anymore. You need to be a Discord Nitro user, and then you'll be able to add all of these. And look, now I have a roaring T-Rex. You can barely see his mouth. His mouth is opening. It's very exciting. Okay. The last two things that you can do when you're in a message is that you can pin it by pressing P, Pin it. Pin it good. And what I really love about this user interface is that the oh yeah, pin it is already highlighted for you, which is an indicator that if you press enter or return, that action will occur. And now if I open up the pins at the top, have you ever seen these at the top here? We got threads, notification settings, pinned messages. If you open the pin, you'll see that I have been able to effectively pin that message, and oh my gosh, I can jump to that message in real life. Yes, I can. Boom, I've been jumped to where that message exists in the actual channel. So much fun. I can tell that I'm jumping around in a few places. So if this is getting a little bit much and you want me to get a little more systematic, please do let me know. But it's sort of fluid because it was like when I was learning how to box, my trainer said, look, I can show you sequences of punches, but boxing is chaos. And you need to learn how to just assemble all these things as unrelated concepts, and then you'll know how to put them together with your choice at the right time. That's what we're doing. We're learning how to box with keyboard shortcuts in Discord, in text channels. Ladies and gentlemen, talk about another weird analogy. I've got it going on. Okay. The last thing, if I tab and I look for a message, I can also just say, oh, I want to get out of this and I want to get back to the text bar. Escape. Escape. All right. Let's see, what else have I missed? What else is happening? I don't know. Semicolon YouTube. Okay. So we've looked at different ways to act in the actual message itself, but in the text bar, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's available to us as well. If you're on the computer and you're mousing, you're trackpadding, you've got lots of things available to you that just come from using, oh good, just from using your trackpad and hovering over the different options. Okay, so I'm going to leave the plus sign for now because we're going to come back to files in a minute. The very first option here, and hopefully you're looking where I've got it. Again, I apologize, I can't get the halo going for you, is that the gift is about Nitro. So I don't know, maybe one of these days I'm going to do a giveaway on a stream where I'm going to gift Nitro to somebody because I think they're special and they're worth it. Or maybe they just ask. I don't know. So you can gift the chat perks to friends straight from the text bar. You're like, I really like what that person said. They're worthy of this. You can react right away. Gifts. Okay, this is me. Remember how I said how much I hate stickers? I love gifts. And you know I'm going to the default of Schitt's Creek every time. And that is literally the only thing I want. Boom. Okay? All I needed to do was hit GIF. I could start searching for the right GIF, obviously, which is going to be a Schitt's Creek. Once you click on it, it is added. I'm going to add that to my favorites because I really like it. You can see there's a little star in the right-hand corner, upper right-hand corner of each GIF. You can click on that to add it to your favorites to make it easier for you to find. Boom! You can GIF away. Now you can see that on my screen right now that the GIFs aren't moving. And that's because I changed my setting. I went into my user settings and I went into, I believe, accessibility. And I changed this option, automatically play GIFs when Discord is focused. So if Discord is your active window and you have GIFs that are in your text channels, those GIFs will start playing. Sometimes there's a lot going on, especially if I've done the GIFing and I don't need to see all my GIFs all animated at the same time. So I turned off that option. I toggled it here. You can do the same. Hey, it's your jam. It's your Discord. It's your user settings. But as soon as I hover on that, not hovering, hovering. Not hovering, hovering. they'll start to play. Okay. There, as far as I've been able to find, and I've researched this heavily because I'm very invested in knowing about quick GIFing, there is not a keyboard shortcut to add a GIF. Okay. But you may have noticed that when I opened up the GIF bar, I had the option for stickers. We don't do stickers unless we do this one, which my people in FH Empires did as a joke. Because I wasn't waving. I was like, I don't know what I was doing. So somebody made that a sticker for my server. You can have stickers, and you can also then just flip back to the emojis because you're like, you know what? A GIF is too much in this moment. I think I'm going to just hit him up GIF style or hit him up emoji style. And there it is. You've added that. Okay, we've got a button that just takes us right to the stickers again, but it's the same dialogue, and the same thing exists with the emojis. Okay, if I just clicked on the emoji there, it actually doesn't operate anything about my choices. My frequently used are still my frequently used, and it doesn't matter. But I think it's really cute that when I hover over it, the emoji changes. Apparently not when that dialogue is open. So you might be saying to yourself, I really wish I could just get those emojis out even faster. Yes, you can. All right. One of the ways that you can access your emojis even more quickly is using semicolon. Okay, and hopefully you can all see down here in the text bar, I've just hit the semicolon. Very, very tiny. Very tiny. Okay, and if I decide I want to find myself an emoji or a sticker that has to do with quick, there isn't any. But maybe I could select question. Okay, question is highlighted because it's the first match to the autofill characters that I have added. QU. I'm going to hit enter. It's going to give me my question emoji. Okay, so that's fun. Let's see. And if you were saying Keely, that's not even enough. I need more than that. I don't even want to start with the semicolon. You could Command E. Command E while you are in the text bar brings up the emoji interface that we now all know and love very much. Command E gone. Command E up. Command E gone. Look at that. You can tell that they put just super big priority on emojis. And I'm not mad. I am not mad. The last way you can access it is, of course, with any built-in macOS shortcut that you might have. If hitting the globe button twice gets you your emoji interface open, it will open. Now, you can't see it because it's not part of the Discord app, but I can just tell you right now that I hit globe twice and up it came. So you've got several different options. Guys, there's just no excuse to not use emojis anymore. I'm just saying, there's absolutely no excuse to not use emojis. Now, the search, even if I decide to semicolon up here, that works, but I don't have to. I can just be, oh, mind blown, but you have to enter it properly. Oh, they don't call it what I call it. What do they call it? Exploding head. I'm just not down with the kids. I have now reacted with an emoji using shortcuts with the exploding head. My goodness, friends. All right. We've got all the emojis going on. How are we doing for time? Really well. Okay, good to see. The last thing I want to talk about is adding files. Okay. And I find that this is one of the features that a lot of people, I mean, Jason Perry knows how to do it because he did it just last night. He took some screenshots of a National Women's Day live stream that Jillian Moran was hosting that I had the privilege of sitting in on with India Delgado and Stephanie Liu. That's on Jillian Moran's channels and all of them. And actually, I restreamed it here too on Discord for Creators. Anyway, God, I have just lost my mind. Yes, and Jason Perry took, JP took screenshots of some of our frontin'. And that was very nice of him. And he posted on the Discord. So there's a few different ways you can do this to add files of any kind. Okay. You can click on the plus sign. Okay, so I've moused over, I've clicked. I can now upload the file from here. It opens my Finder window, and I can add whatever I would like. Whatever I like has to be, if I'm not a Nitro member, 10 megabytes, 10 megabits, 10 megabytes, bytes, 10 megabytes and under. That is the default user limit, because you can imagine that there's a lot of stuff going into these Discord servers. Am I right or am I right? If you're a Nitro member, that jumps up to 50 at one level and then 100 if you're boosting servers. So 100 megabytes gets you kind of, you know, quite a bit. It works out pretty well. So that's one way that you can upload a file. Another way you can upload a file is with the keyboard shortcut that I exposed earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, Command-Shift-U for upload. Okay. So with that shortcut, if I'm in the text bar, it just brings up the dialog like that. Okay. Oh, I pressed Command-Shift-U again, and Mac OS is like, oh, you mean utilities? You mean utilities, right? And I could say, absolutely. I could then say, yes, I would like to upload this very funny image in which I proclaim as a tax benefit that I have many dependents who are the backbone, because I'm the backbone of several group chats. I just love that. I love that, love that, love that. Okay. Not only can you put up PNGs, you can put up other types of files like PDFs, Word documents perhaps, and videos. You can add videos, again, as long as they're under that limit. Now, if you are, like me, a regular watcher of Doc's streams, I'm going to put this back into a display mode. My text bar is gone. Please don't panic. But I wanted to be able to show you, oh my, yes indeed, I can drag and drop from Finder. Okay, it's saying, oh, you want to upload this fantastic joke? Are you Rob Bass? If you need a flowchart to figure it out, there's one right there. Did you come to get down? Are you known to hold a microphone? Rock a microphone. As soon as it came out, I knew it was wrong. Are you known to rock a microphone? Because I get... And it could be the whole thing. Like, do you get stupid? Do you get outrageous? Little side note, in brackets, stay away from me if you're contagious. No, go on and on. I love that. So you can drag and drop, you can do all that kind of things. What I wanted to show you specifically was on the iPhone. Okay, I wanted to make sure that this was covered because you can probably detect, you know, it might be easier for me to do it here. There we go. That once you're off the desktop and you're on mobile, you have the benefit of the interaction. So this is only for iPhone people. If you're Android, if you're, I don't know, some other mobile OS, Harmony. When you hit the plus button, you then get access to a whole bunch of your photos, most recently created videos and photographs in your Photos app. And you can click on the camera and you can take a still photo. But if I click on the camera right now, the only option I have, oh, can we inception this? Hey, look, there's my setup. Isn't that great? You can see on the screen that it just has the option for photo. There's no option for movie there. So they don't allow you to on the fly record a movie and post that as a message. And the reason for that is the aforementioned Discord upload limits, as I described before. If people started recording their messages on the fly, they could very easily blow through that 10 megabytes very quickly, and even their 100 if they get a little carried away with how they're talking. So I happen to have a pre-recorded, very, very exceptionally filmed tester. It only goes for 2 seconds. I can click on that. You can see it's now ready to go and ready to be added to a post. I can hit send. It's adding the movie, and there it is now. And I say something really profound like this is a test. Okay? It even stays open, so I was like, oh yeah, and then I really needed to send this JPEG of this rule. Or, yes, it is, thank goodness. It's a JPEG of a rule, it's not anything else. And you're able to add things that you've filmed very, very quickly. Or shot, or files that you have. And then when you hit the X sign, you're out and you're ready to go in your thread. I wonder where that went, because it looks like it went into my announcements somewhere. Oh yeah, it went into this one. I was like, wait, did that go to FH Empires? Awkward. It went into announcements. So as we go back to, I'm pointing, here's my announcements channel on my development server, and you can see my little movie is there and the JPEG that I posted. Okay, so all of these amazing options. Oh my gosh, I just love being able to delete messages like that. This is all available for you. All available for you. So if you like to send voice messages or video messages, you can do that. If you want to do a little memo recording, you could drop that in there too. All your pictures, all your GIFs, all your emojis, all of your thoughts, feelings, joys, fears are there. They're available for you. Okay? So there's a few ways that you can do that. Let's see. There's actually, let me show you just one more way, because I think this is valuable. And this is something that I don't think a lot of us take advantage of. Excuse me. So if I have this fantastic movie of myself open, I can hit the share button at the bottom. Okay, so that is, just to make sure, it's the one at the bottom left-hand side with the arrow up. I can hit share, and look at that. I have an array of options, which include, because I've made sure to customize it that it's near the front, Discord. So I can open up, let's see, none of those. I don't want them going there. I'm gonna hit the Discord button because I now want to guide which channel I want this in. So I'm not going to put it in announcements. I'm going to put it in general, and I'm going to whatever. Have you noticed my thumbs don't work very well? This is why I type. I can post, boom. So that's another way that you can quickly add your content, is through the share button. Okay. You could do crazy things like open up your QuickTime. You could open up your eCam. You could record a quick movie, and then you could drag it and drop it from the Finder into Discord Bay. Nice and quick. Lots of different ways you can skin the cat, and that's one of the things that I really like about the Discord interface, is that it has so many ways So whatever works best with the way that you think about interfacing with interfaces, the way that you like to use the user interface, you have lots of options and different ways that you can get into them. So there you go. Okay, it's comment time. It's comment time. I absolutely love this. I love this. Have you really? Wow. Okay, I will accept the compliment. Thank you very much. I'm glad that it's helping. Teaching tech is a new skill for me. I've been teaching umpiring for almost 2 decades now, and doing live streams about umpiring feels very second nature to me, and I absolutely love it. Teaching tech, it's new, but skills can generalize, and let's face it, I love this stuff. It's fun to be able to nerd out with my friends, so I'm glad that I appreciate myself for embracing the challenge. So I hope you guys embrace some challenges yourselves. Yes, Canadian whistle lady emojis. There you go. There you go. That probably on YouTube that shows up differently. I'll look at the live replay chat so I can see what it was. Boxing. There you go. Let's learn how to box. Use that analogy. There you go. I hope it helps. I loved that when my trainer used that on me. Completely made sense about how if he prepared me sequentially, I would try to box sequentially. And I wouldn't be creative enough, and I would get punched in the face and get knocked out. He was right. Let's see. Yes. Learning to box on Discord using emojis. Good to see you, Obs. I hope you are doing fantastically, and I hope that you're getting a few little tips out of this on how to use Discord better. I did not plant this question. Dee is just taking the initiative amongst herself. Is there a way to include our text and the GIF in the same message so it sends only as a single message? Great question. Let's do it. Okay. I don't need to stare at my own face like that. Okay. If I want to send, I'm just realizing. Not on the computer. That's a good question. Nope, these are 2 separate messages. And now, let's test on the iPhone. I only have a few things to look at. Okay. On my phone, I'm going to be using my GIF keyboard built in because, did I mention I send a lot of GIFs? So if I do it this way, on mobile you can. And that's because I'm using a keyboard functionality that's built into the iPhone and not because I'm using Discord's built-in functionality of sending GIFs. Discord believes in GIFs as separate energies that deserve their own message. And I respect that. But I also like the ability to be able to do it like this on a phone. Okay. I'm streaming. I guess my phone doesn't want to do its work. I respect that as well. I'll just keep that there. Okay, great question, and something I hadn't really I hadn't cottoned on to. That's what I'm trying to say. I hadn't cottoned on to. I love it. If you have your questions as well, please preface them with a Q colon. Thank you so much, JP. Glad you were here, and you as well. Have a great evening. And yes, I joined the HMAC Discord. I have no idea what's happening in it. It's going to take me a while to figure it out, but it looks exciting, vibrant. 26,000 members. Dang. There you go. Oh, thank you very much. There's a little BMAC thing. Late as usual. You are, sir. You are late. And probably at the conclusion of our time together. I'm trying to keep these shorter, on the shorter side. Apparently people don't have the attention spans for other things as they do for umpiring, where I usually go for 90 minutes. Just saying, umpires are really great. So if you don't have any other questions, I'm going to close that up for now. That is all the things about text channels. How you navigate to them using your mouse, using the keyboard. How you navigate through them and by them. How you enter text, how you emoji react, how you add GIFs, how you reply, how you delete. Did I say edit? I'm sure I said edit. And how you upload files. All of these amazing things are possible. And if you thought this was good, friends, just you wait. Next week with voice channels, we're gonna blow your minds. Voice channels are what Discord was really built for. These gamers take their game sharing very seriously, and the capabilities in these voice channels are fantastic. So I'm going to show you how you can use them, get familiar with them, because once you start connecting the dots, you creators, you're going to be like, wait a minute, you're saying I can live stream to my members, specific groups who have perhaps paid some remuneration in order to partake in said live stream content. And I will say, yes, indeed, friend, content creator friend, that is exactly what you can do. The possibilities are almost limitless. There's probably a limit somewhere. Who knows? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go get some tea and think about how it's great that you're home safe, because I know what snowstorms are like. I've seen a few, and driving them is not fun, and I'm glad that you are safe and sound. Okay, I really appreciate you all tuning in. I hope the replay is of value. Send me some feedback. Please pop into the Discord for Creators server at the following address, discordforcreators.com/DS. If you're not a member already, that's a great place to come with your questions, your comments. If you have an idea for something you want me to cover, because I haven't gotten to it yet, or you want me to redo, please let me know. And I look forward to seeing you all. Dina put up the link, and let's see if I can find it again, for the takeover of a 3-part takeover of Let's Get Live, Doc Rock. It's a 3-part series starting on Saturday, March the 12th, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Yep, it's going down. And we are going to be talking server setup, server customization, server possibilities. You're not going to want to miss it. Trust me. Enjoy the rest of your evening, friends, your days, whatever time zone you're in, your replays, and I will see you the next time. There's a couple videos coming up. You might want to watch them. Thank you. Bye.